Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is episode number 47.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thanks for taking the time, as always, to stop on by. And, of course, you know the rules. Please take the time to subscribe and share with 5 new friends every week. And something brand new, my website, davidburrows.ws. It's all brand new, been revamped and updated, and there's lots of neat things down there. So please check out my brand new website, davidburrows.ws. All right, I got lots to share with you, so I'm not going to waste time getting to it. Last Saturday, September the 22nd, was down at the Stubborn Mule for the return of Floyd Factor, the Canadian tribute to Pink Floyd. And I got to tell you right away, incredible, phenomenal. And Aaron Zimmer did make a post on Facebook saying not too many tribute bands get standing ovations, and Floyd Factor definitely did several times. And it was just, wow, they were amazing. So if you missed it, you really missed it if you're a Floyd fan. But we did get a chance to talk to some of the members from Floyd Factor down at the Mule, and they talk about their music and why they decided to do tribute to Pink Floyd. So without further ado, let's go down to the Stubborn Mule right now and talk to Floyd Factor. Take a look at this, and then I'll be back. All right, special interview here on the show once again, and thanks so much for taking the time to watch. We're down at the Stubborn Mule. Been here many times before for lots of special events. Tonight, it's Floyd Factor, and if you're not here, you weren't here, you are really missing, my tag, incredible, phenomenal performance here tonight. And some of the band members here from Floyd Factor, thanks so much, everybody, for taking the time to talk to me here.
Pleasure.
And just a few questions. Andre, we're going to start with you.
Sure.
We were just talking off camera a minute ago about there's a lot of different music out there, and obviously you guys have a passion for Floyd because that's why you're doing it. But why Floyd? Because there's so many special effects, and it's really got to be challenging.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge is an understatement. Sometimes I wonder myself why you get into something like this. I mean, the long and short of it really is it started as, it was a passion. I grew up on this music. It's like in my blood. I mean, I like lots of music, but it's in our, it's in my blood certainly, and a lot of the other members as well. Yeah. And everybody here just loves the music, and along with it comes this serious challenge of replicating all the sounds and the production and everything like that. And I think that's really what drives us in here, because sometimes we look at each other and go, oh my God, the stuff we have to carry in here, and all the trinkets and the doodads and all this stuff. I wonder.
Floyd, the timing of things. I mean, that's always important, but because there's so much going on.
Well, it's a production. Yeah, it's this production in of itself. I mean, it's the music isn't necessarily complicated. We're not doing Yes or anything overly complex, but there's a lot of cues. There's a lot of space to fill, and a lot of sound effects, and it's almost a choreographed show in a way with the sounds and everything. That's the real challenge.
But the result, from what I've seen so far, is amazing out there. And I just want to focus. I'm going to turn away from it. I want to come over to you, Chloe, because the female in the band. I mean, you definitely filled that spot that Pink Floyd had with the singing. And I was sitting over with some friends of mine, really the chills.
Yeah.
But how did you train for that kind of? Because that's a special way of singing what you're doing. That's not just a normal thing, right?
Oh yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I sang in choirs, and so I kind of had the high register in my voice already established.
Right.
But I had a vocal coach named Mika Barnes who helped me really gain the growl and the anger almost that I wanted to get in there. And once I had that, I just pretty much had to learn them note for note. That was
I gotta say, I gotta interject. You know why? Because when we first auditioned her, she came in singing that part like Sarah McLachlan.
Is that right? Yeah.
But we knew she had that feel and the pipes, and honest to God, every rehearsal, she put it up a notch.
Took about a month and a half.
And then she just bang hit it. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Nobody's done it like that ever. I've never heard that other than Claire Torrey.
I was sitting out there watching and listening, of course, and I actually closed my eyes and I'm going, I know where this song's going, and I was wondering, is that where she? And you just and
Yeah.
and the crowd cheered for you several times in that song. Is there a special a name for what you're doing there? Like, because you're not singing words really so much all the time. But there's so much emotion. I mean, I could tell that the part of the song was, happy and then sad and then kind of happy again and then kind of like there was a lot in there.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different things you could call it, like just ad-libbing, but I prefer to call it like wailing. You know what I mean? Like you really just have to put all of your emotion into it and hopefully connect with the audience.
You definitely do, Chloe. All of you, actually. Now, let's come over to you. You're a little bit younger than the most.
Chloe and I are very close in age.
Yeah.
So,
We went to high school together.
is that right? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, how old, can I ask how old you are?
I'm 27.
And
I'm
you?
26.
So, I mean, these old guys here and me, we get the Pink
Yeah, I know,
Floyd
this
thing.
guy's like 29.
But
or
where
something.
did you young folks, let's talk to you, where did your passion for Pink Floyd come at a young age?
Well, I grew up on it. My dad was a big Pink Floyd fan always, and Dark Side of the Moon was just kind of stuck in my memory always, and every little note and every sound that happens is just I know it's there,
Yeah.
And if something doesn't happen, it's like, oh.
Yeah, you just keep going.
Then I throw things at him.
Play. We told him he'd make big bucks with us.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
No comment. No.
How long's
He's here. It worked.
Yeah, right. How long's Floyd Factor been playing together?
2006. So
right?
yeah,
So just a few
about
years.
6 years.
6 years. It's gone by fast for you then.
I tell you, it seems like yesterday we were like rehearsing, in a basement for about a good year, more than a year, I think, before we took it anywhere because we wanted to make sure that it
Once a
was
week for a year.
right. Like we wanted really wanted to do the music justice the best we could, and it took time. We didn't just want to interpret it. Right?
Time. No pun intended. All right, just one more question. I know you're coming up to your second half out here, and you were teasing the audience about the album that you're gonna. What's the album we're gonna hear out there now next on the second part?
Well, we're going to do Animals.
Animals.
Yeah. And the
Awesome.
wall.
Yeah,
because
there's
we
other
have
And a little bit of the wall. You can't, like you said, you took double-sided.
And metal, so basically half of metal.
Yeah.
so
a good mix then.
yeah.
Good mix, but included in that will be the Animals album from start to finish.
Awesome. Great. Floyd Factor, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing your second half. Down here, once again, at the Stubborn Mule. And we're going to get some special footage of their performance down here, and we'll have it on the show. Stay tuned for more. All right, Floyd Factor, thanks for taking the time to talk to me here on the show. I have to admit, folks, they didn't know I was coming down there. I kind of sprung this on them at last minute, and they were kind enough to, at intermission, talk to me for a few moments there, as you saw. They were a lot of fun. An incredible, phenomenal Pink Floyd tribute, purely Canadian, and all Floyd, and they just, incredible, phenomenal. That's all I can say. And I had a lot of fun talking with them off camera as well, and they promise they'll stay in touch as to what's happening. But check them out once again online, floydfactor.com. All right, I'm going to take a quick break because there's lots of things happening. So I'm going to go right to the Cheeky Monkey Weekend Update, and then when we come back, I'll be talking to you more and with When Systems Collide. Join us here on the show for a two-part interview. But first, here's your Cheeky Monkey Weekend Update.
Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store. Cheeky Monkey, movies and more. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town.
All right, welcome back. And as always, Cheeky Monkey, thank you so much for all your support and all the support that you give to the local scene here in the Sarnia area. Stop down and see Marianne and Roland down at Cheeky Monkey at the corner of Christina and Cromwell. Say hello to them, and they'll take really good care of you. And in the meantime, be sure to visit their website, cheekymonkeysarnia.ca. All right, got to keep rolling here. Local group When Systems Collide was able to find the time to talk to us here on the show. This two-part interview really shows off what these gentlemen are all about, and they're having fun creating music and CDs and a whole lot more. So we're going to go right down to that. This is a two-part interview. Watch this, and then I'll be back later on to wrap up the show. All right, here we are in the show, and as always, every week, got some great local artists that we're lining up, and last minute we were able to get a hold of local group When Systems Collide, and we're going to talk to them now about who is When Systems Collide, and the genre. We're not really too sure. We'll figure that out in the interview. But first, let's go over to Derek Walsh. How are you, Derek?
I'm doing well.
And everybody say hi. Do you guys say hi,
hello.
Mom, or anything like that? Or
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Forbesy.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Johnny.
lots of shout-outs, lots of fans. Derek, what's your part in here? Let's start talking about. And why don't you go around and introduce everybody here for us?
My name's Derek Walsh. I play acoustic and do lead vocals. This is Dan Ainsworth. He's our bass player. He does vocals as well. This is Chris Reed. He's our new drummer. And this is Ben Ainsworth.
And who's this over here meowing?
That is Charles.
Is that the band cat?
He's my friend's cat I'm taking care of.
Oh,
right now.
okay. A fan, though.
Yeah, he likes the old broken guitar string. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Well, we'll come
toy.
back to Charles. When Systems Collide, let's talk, guys, seriously, just for a minute. How long has Systems Collide been together? How did that get started?
When Systems Collide's been together for a little over 2 years. It would have been 2 years ago last August.
Right.
And it started with myself, a guy named Kevin Forbes from town, and another buddy of mine, Jason Mahacek.
Right.
We played Art Walk, I believe, as our first show.
Okay.
And we've lost a few members since then, and
Just changed a little bit. Life change, right?
It's all been good changes. No hard feelings or anything. So.
Right.
Yep.
Now, we talked a little bit off camera, guys, and I put this out to everybody, but what is your genre? And that's a tough question. Who wants to take that one on? Anybody?
We're an indie alternative band
Yeah.
with folk roots. Mainly that stays constant in all of our recordings. There's a bit of a folk influence in everything. But,
Right.
But we say alternative because we don't want to just stay in one genre.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to these
we
days
branch
anyway.
out into other spots. So.
Now, you mentioned influence. It's a cliche question, but musical influences. Who would? Let's go over here.
Probably say right now, The Killers,
Yeah.
John Mayer,
Okay. Cool.
Need to Breathe,
Yeah.
another band from South Carolina. For myself, anyways.
All right. Anybody else?
I'd chime in and say a lot of my writing, anyways, right now is inspired by a lot of Sam Roberts, Sloan, Pearl Jam, Hey Rosetta.
Oh, all right.
Nice. I'm more into like the less popular stuff, like Gaslight Anthem, Streetlight Manifesto, Less Than Jake, John Mayer as well, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dave Matthews Band, I like them a lot.
So really is a big eclectic range, which is a
Mm-hmm.
lot of what you guys are doing right now. Now, you've already got one CD out, is that right?
We've got 2 EPs out.
Right. So the second one is out now?
Second one came out last June.
Okay.
Or, sorry, a year and a half.
And what was the name of the first one?
It was called Save Us We're Slow.
Okay. And how long ago was that done?
That would have been about 2 years ago. I actually started.
January.
Yeah, I started recording that before the band even formed.
Okay.
It was with a lot of great studio musicians from town.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Neat. Now, this one coming out, you said you don't have a name for it just yet?
The full length that we're going to be coming out with in the spring, no, we don't have a name for it. We're going to just, let it come when it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try
Well,
not to
we'll
force
talk
it,
about
but-
that a little bit more. But what's the direction where System? Are you playing around town? Where can we see you?
We play from anywhere from the Trinity Lounge, which we love. You can find us at Patty Flaherty's once in a while,
right.
and pretty much anywhere.
Right.
Right now we're kind of focusing on the album. We have no gigs really planned. We might be playing a gig in a few months from now, but that's about it for now.
Yeah.
And where? There's a lot of choices for recording. Right from, we've got many great local studios here in town, and there's a lot of basements that are recording as well. And
Yeah.
How are you guys doing it?
Well, we're going to be working with the Grove Productions, which is Mike Mackay's.
Yeah.
We worked with him on our last EP.
Right.
And we're excited. We're very happy to be working with him again. Originally on the first EP, I actually worked at DNA Studios with Adam Miner,
Right,
and
okay.
Adam's amazing.
Yep.
Like I would love to work with both of them, and I know other people in town that are spectacular as well.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few choices in town.
Yeah, there is a lot of choices for sure. But yeah, we're going to be working with Mike on this next album, and we're thrilled about it. So.
Right.
And in Goderich as well.
Yeah, we're going to be doing recording drums with a guy named Siegfried Meyer in Godrich. He has a big studio
Beach
down there.
Road Studio.
Okay, and what's the connection there to Godrich? How did that come about?
It's the ideal spot to record the drums.
Oh, okay.
Just with all the homework we've done and who we're working with, Mike, with producing and the engineering, he really recommends it.
Yeah, he has a good relationship with him, and that, you know, if he's working smoothly with him, then that's probably going to work best for us, right? So,
okay. And how many tracks do you typically put on an album these days? Are you doing 10, 12, 7?
10 or 9.
We're shooting for 10.
This will be 10, and I don't know. I'm sure all of us would love to do more than 10, but I think the songs we've chosen they flow well together and they work well together. We're supporting this ourselves financially, so we got to think about it on that angle as well, absolutely. Right? So, but I mean, you're paying.
Hence the name indie.
You're paying. You're going to pay pretty much $10 for an EP or a full length CD anywhere these days. So, if we put 13 or 14 songs on, you know, we might not see our money back. Not that we're shooting to make $1 million with this release.
Why not?
You know, if that happens, like, you know,
I understand. It's more the passion for the music.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
The songs we have ready for this album really like represent where we're at as a band right now too, and where we're at like with the songwriting that goes on will be something set aside for the future. Just like our first EP that we released, by the time it was released, our second one had been written. And we'd already started production on that, so this might be similar to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're having a good time talking so far. And we're going to have some more fun in the second half, and we're going to get a little more personal, and we're going to talk more when Systems Collide, about the new album coming out and when we can expect to see a full-length LP and where we can get it. We got a pretty good idea where we can get it. But right now, let's just take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
See, there's someone who's been waiting for you, quietly hoping and praying for your sweet and safe arrival down on earth. Everyone is born with a guardian angel, and on her wings she'll let you soar.
Staring at the ceiling, aimless in the night. Emptiness consumes me, please breathe into me life. Will I wake the dawn alive, or will I sleep my life? Like ships pass on the ocean's waves, silent in the night. Sweet the smell of passion, sweet the touch, the taste.
All right, here we're back once again when Systems Collide, and nice conversation we've been having with these young gentlemen. And I say young gentlemen because you guys are, well, you're younger than me, right? But you're the new generation that's coming along with a lot of talent that's still around today. But how do you fit yourselves in as a new band or a new generation, but still? Because I know some of you guys know some of the older guys that I'm talking about, right? Like, but how does When Systems Collide? How does a new generation band fit into all of that? Can you pull that off? Do you think?
I can only look at it as a songwriter.
Right.
I know a lot of songwriters that are a few years older than me in town, and I can relate with them on a lot of levels.
Sure.
Based on just our passion for songwriting. As far as the whole band, I can't really speak right now, but
yeah, my biggest thing is I try to respect them as much as I can and learn what I can,
and talk to them,
and talk and learn and ask them even stories about gigs and just things like that, right? Learn about them and learn what
Ronnie
it's like.
Frey's a good one to talk to about stories. I'll give you that tip right there.
You find yourself working with them at shows so many times. Like, really, like, ages and isn't a difference after a while. You know?
Yeah, like I don't see people as ages. Like as long as you could, like there are some people obviously where mentally they're so far off from where you are.
Everybody's
you
in a
can't
different place.
But I mean, like I've met guys that are older than me and like way older, and we click totally fine musically.
We said way older than
well, like you, but not like 60 something, right?
Careful, but no, I know what you're saying there, because I've talked to a lot of those guys, and I will say the Ronnie Freys that have been around a long time, the Mark Blaney's, and all these guys, and I see that when I'm out talking to people. I see the intermixing, if you will. It's just a passion for the music and the writing and
some mutual respect.
Yeah, and it is.
Sarnia has a lot of that.
Yeah,
I think so too.
A lot of people are excited for music and to hear someone new.
Yeah,
and get to know
and support each other's shows.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I like that because like there's a lot of I know like from other cities and other friends that I have that are musicians from out of town. Like they find that if they have older generations playing with them, that it's almost like not like an awkward, like a territorial thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're taken away from what
is that right?
Like, yeah, but, like, it's always so...
Doesn't seem that way around.
No, it's so relaxed.
Like,
everyone's like, hey, let me help you figure out your stuff so that you can eventually move up and help someone else figure out their stuff.
That's one...
Complimentary.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Sure.
It's awesome.
That's one thing we've been fortunate with this city is ever since we've started, even, like, in the first days, we were offered shows by good friends.
Yeah.
And
the support's there.
It's, it means a lot to us because it really helped us grow as a band, and it continues to help us grow. So,
Now, and let's talk about that. I want to go a little bit further with the support. I mean, okay, everybody's helping each other out, but let's get a little more specific. Like when you have friends in other bands, and for some reason you don't have a gig that night, but your friends are playing, you go to their show?
Whenever I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but here's the other question, and I don't want you to feel set up here. But because they're your friends, do you still buy a ticket to go?
Oh, for me, anyways, I always do.
I think if I had to, I would.
Yeah,
and
you should.
I've gone to, before I played in this band,
I
went to shows and paid covered to see them.
And that's kind of where I'm getting is, I know everybody knows everybody around here, and they go, well, if you come to my show, I'll let you in for free, and then I'll come to yours for free. But see, I think you should not do that. I think you should buy the ticket,
you should want to pay
and then that's right.
tickets.
See, there is a way to get around the ticket without feeling guilty. Is you help them carry their gear.
Exactly what it is. Seriously, like a good like 75% of the time, I'll just be a gear monkey to get in and out. And it's cool. Like they appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It depends. Show up early, help them out.
Yeah,
so,
and that's where I'm not being a stickler on the money. I'm just saying the support, and it comes down to, hey, can I help you set that up, or hey, I busted my microphone, can I borrow yours?
I've gotten calls. I've gotten calls at like 11 o'clock at night. Hey, my whatever's broken. Do you have like this and this and this? And I'm like, yeah,
sure. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the Untitled album now, and the tracks are getting. It's all done, right?
The album's done. I mean, there probably will be some maybe arrangement changes. I think once we get into the studio, there'll be a lot of maybe adding harmonies here and there. Like we really don't know what to expect at this point. But as far as the songs, they're there. They're ready to go.
Okay. And you had a suggestion. We don't have a name yet, but you had a suggestion possibly for.
Chris is awesome.
Chris is awesome. That's going to be the name of the new album for When Systems Collide. I thought you said Chris is handsome, but I think Chris is awesome is better. I'm just saying. I'm not making a note of anyway.
If you feel that way, maybe we can work it out.
And where's this all going to be available? Is there a local record store that we might be able to find this at?
Yes.
Where would that be?
Cheeky monkey.
Cheeky monkey.
You know what? Marianne and Roland down there, and I say it a lot in my show, but they really do show a lot of support for the local.
Marianne was actually the first person that hooked me up with the show when I first started writing songs. Like,
awesome.
Yeah, she definitely has done a lot for us. We played there on 2 record store days, and I'm definitely, I consider them friends, no doubt. Yeah.
Everybody who goes into their store who doesn't know them comes out as a friend. I can tell you that for sure.
For sure.
Now let's talk about the writing. Some bands do it all a little bit differently, but everybody is involved in the writing with When Systems Collide.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like we're all songwriters. A lot of the songs that we play right now, I've brought forward original ideas.
Right.
By the time the band gets a hold of them, they are usually transformed into something like into what
And
what
does
you hear.
Chris have anything to do with the titling of the songs too, or
Chris is
because they'd all be called Chris is awesome.
Chris
right?
is the guy who titled. He gave the title for all the songs on this next album. It's true.
Yeah.
No, he's honestly been a member for probably about 3 months now.
Yeah.
So
should he be in this interview?
I'm brand new. I'm like baby. I really am. I'm the baby of the group.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one.
Yeah. Drummers, they die and you bring in a new one, and then whatever. That's the way it works.
They're all babies.
So any upcoming gigs lined up that you can share with us? Have you got something going on?
Nothing right now.
Just finishing the album.
Focus on the album.
Yeah,
That's our focus.
we're gonna focus on
We
the
had a
album.
busy
And,
summer. I
Yeah.
think we played
Played
quite
lots.
a bit.
yeah,
and
I
lots.
find if like you can play a lot of shows around town. We could probably play a couple more this month if we really wanted to, but I think at the same time you don't want to overexpose yourself.
I agree.
And
you
know,
do too much. You
yeah,
hear your own voice too much.
You may have a ton of fans in town, but like you can't get them to come out when you're playing 4 nights
Yeah,
a week. You
that's
know?
right.
Like,
If there's any gigging in the near future, it'll take place out of town, like
Right.
a few nights, mini tours.
And when you come back this way to
Yeah.
play, it'll be all fresh and
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, I'd rather have 1 or 2 nights that are like pretty full with a lot of energy than like 5 nights in a month where it's all okay.
so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's certainly no lack of places to play in Sarnia, I mean,
No,
especially in
man.
the summertime with
Yeah,
the
that's right.
new
amazing.
dockside and of course the Trinity
Yeah.
and even Bridges patio. They had stuff
We're really
going on.
fortunate to be from Sarnia in
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, there's many great venues around here. Even we played at Jack Doyle's just in the Metro Room. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, the
anyways.
Metro Room now. Yeah.
We played there, but their new club room has a beautiful stage. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they're-
It's all been redone.
It looks like actually it's
Yeah, I've
gonna
been
be
in there.
I'm going to see
very
Wide Mouth
amazing.
Mason there.
Are you going to see Wide Mouth
Yeah,
Mason?
sure.
Yeah, they're coming up.
Big fan of theirs. So
Awesome.
yeah, I'll be there.
Well, guys, thank you so much. And Facebook, is that how we find you?
Find us on Facebook. Yes, you can.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook.
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 Facebook.com when systems collide.
Yes.
One day we
All right,
will
we'll
get our
flash
own
it up on the
website,
screen.
but Facebook is.
I don't
our
know.
homepage
We
for
said
now.
earlier before we started this, what's a website?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
Facebook right now with
It's
your
so
with
easy.
your fan
Everyone's
page.
on it every day.
Yeah, that's
10
right.
times a day.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Looking forward to hearing the next album. We
Thank
might
you,
get a copy. We might get a copy, and I always try to push for that. Once again, when systems collide here on the show, and thank you guys once again. Do you guys have? Do you have anything on YouTube before I go? Is there anything on there?
Yeah, just type in One Systems Collide. We have no official videos right now, but you can get most of our songs just with a picture or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll take a look, see if we can play something here when we roll the credits at the end of the show here.
Yeah.
Thanks again. When systems collide, and right now we're going to go back to the studio and talk some more. Thank you. When systems collide, had a whole lot of fun talking to these very talented gentlemen. They've got some great music, and I have the privilege of having their first CD that they gave me here, all signed and autographed. Got all that, and I got the T-shirt too. So, When Systems Collide, you can check them out online, of course, at whensystemscollide.com, and of course, they're all over Facebook, and their music is available downtown Sarnia at Cheeky Monkey. Thanks again, guys. Had a whole lot of fun. We look forward to hearing more from you in the future. All right, well, another special event coming up this Friday, September the 28th, down at the Imperial Theatre. I've talked about it before. Here it is, Jim Chevalier, Soul Patch, Scott Manery, and the Barburners at the Imperial Theatre. Again, this Friday, September the 28th. Tickets, only $12 each, or 2 for $20, available down at Cheeky Monkey or at the Imperial Theatre box office. But right now, I want to give you a chance, if you'd like to go, to win a pair of free tickets. Here it is. You ready? All you got to do is go down to Cheeky Monkey, walk into the store, go up to Mariana Rowland and say, I watched the show with David Burrows. And the first person to do that, they'll hand you a pair of tickets to go see. Once again, Jim Chevalier, Soul Patch, and of course Scott Manery and the Barburners this Friday, September the 28th, down at the Imperial Theatre. Good luck to everybody for winning those tickets. All right, well, of course, the Score Fighting Series was here last year, and now it is the anticipated return. It's been announced already, of course. The RBC Centre brings back the Score Fighting Series, and it's going to be incredible, phenomenal. We were fortunate enough to be there last year, and we have been told we will be there again this year with the show camera, having exclusive interviews, and we're going to have some interviews before the actual day of the event here on the show, so keep watching for that, of course. Now, here's a couple of the cards that have been announced. Chris Horodecki versus Calvin Hackney. That's going to be the main event down there. And, of course, the return of John the Hangus Basher Fraser versus Tyler Toner. And these are going to be incredible fights. All these fights have been very well balanced, and not only are they going to be well balanced, but there's going to be more. Last year there was 9 fights. This year they've added some more. 13 fights in all will be happening. Tickets for this event available down at the RBC Centre box office. They start at $29.95, or you can go to RBC Centre Sarnia.com to get your tickets. You're not going to want to miss this, MMA fans. And here's the really cool thing. The Score Fighting Series, of course, they're broadcasting live. Yes, broadcasting live from the RBC Centre, and not just on the Score Fighting Series. It will be broadcast live on Access TV all throughout the United States. 35 million people in all will be watching this live event down October the 19th at the RBC Centre, the return of the Score Fighting Series, and we're very, very excited to be able to be down there and bring you some of the action as well here on the show. All right, well, I think that's about all the time I've got for you. Remember, if you want to be here on the show, send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws, and my new website is online, all revamped and looking better than ever at davidburrows.ws. That's all the time I got for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.